1. Hey y'all, welcome to the Improv and D&D channel. I'm Matt, and today we're going to be rocking some Flabbergasted for y'all. We are catching back up with the October Society. And before we get everything underway, first off, big thanks to Fleur and Chelsea of Wanderer's Tome for creating such a fabulous system. A system so nice, I've had to play it twice, many times over, because it is such a blast. Now, I also want to give a big shout out to Erica Kuda Marler, one of my friends who helped me come up with this adventure. For those of you who don't know, she is a writer and TTRPG pro who runs a Monster of the Week campaign. And so when I found out, I was like, all right, if you have dealt with cryptids a lot, then that's perfect. And so then she helped me come up with this. Now, of course, her adventure was designed for the Monster of the Week system. So I had to do a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of adapting, so it would fit in a bit more with Flabbergasted. But you should definitely check out her work. I have that in the description below, as well as if you're interested in the Monster of the Week system, I have that in the description below as well. But with that all out of the way, let's get to our players. Tonight, starting off, we have Rachel, and then we'll go to Chase, and then Alex, and then Adah. Unfortunately, Jupi might not be able to make it this evening. I've set up a little placeholder in case he can. Fingers crossed. But in the event that he can't, I'm sorry, but fingers crossed. And then we'll finish off with Liam. But as always, who are you? What are your pronouns? And just a quick one-line blurb about your character, and we'll go more in depth when we get into the placement of your character. So, Rachel, take it away.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'll be playing Begonia tonight. Both she and I use she, her pronouns. And Begonia is finally getting to travel after quite the time that she has had. Quite literally started from the bottom, and now she is here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for playing, Rachel. Now on to Chase with Alex on deck.
Hi, I'm Chase. I will be playing Winston. And Winston is a bar owner taking a vacation for the first time to the only place he can imagine going on vacation, to a bartending expo.
Fantastic. Even when he goes to relax, he's still working.
Always.
All right. Now, Alex with Adah on deck.
Hi, my name's Alex. I will be playing the role of Gigi tonight. She is just a sweet little country bumpkin trying to get her honey business off the ground in any place that she can. She, her for me, and she, her for Gigi for pronouns.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alex. Now, Adah with Liam on deck.
Hi, I'm Adah, she, her. I will be playing Andie, also she, her. Andie is a clickbait journalist before there was clickbait, although she has been trying to be a bit more of a serious journalist lately. She's actually working on a sort of travel blog type thing for the paper right now, which is why she is on this journey.
Fantastic. Now, finally, last but not least, Liam.
Hey, y'all. My name's Liam, he, him, and today I will play Louis Brafort, a lover of all things and all people.
Fantastic. Your accent is always on point. Holy crap. All right. Well, let's take it underway, y'all. We start things off. I mean, we have a few different characters in a few different places, but everyone in some way connected to or traveling to Seattle, Washington. Now, I'm going to start things off on a little train. A train heading towards Seattle, and we're going to start fairly close to the front in one of the posher, more opulent parts of the train. And that's where we will meet Begonia. Rachel, well, first off, in this first class section, why don't you tell us what Begonia looks like? What is she likely to be doing?
Begonia is a tall woman with broad shoulders and auburn hair. She is enjoying her time in the first class cabin, taking a moment to reflect on, like, wow, marrying rich really was a good idea. She is likely just sitting in her little personal little area, personal cabin, which is all very posh with the wood and brass finishings, and is likely just reading a book, having a little drink. It's not as good as the drinks that Winston makes for her, but what can you do? She is on the train to Seattle at the request of Mr. Ash, who she still doesn't trust. But she figures, why not? See the world.
Fantastic. Fantastic. And from that first class cabin, we go just a little bit farther back. A little bit farther back into the coach area, where we first find our lovable Gigi. Alex, would you care to tell us what Gigi looks like and what she's likely doing on this train?
Yeah, so Gigi has dirty blonde hair, kind of wavy, relaxed curls. She's usually in overalls. Sometimes her hair's up in like a messy bun. Sometimes it's, down, braided. She's very tan. She's got freckles. Very much a tomboy, very much a country bumpkin. And this is probably her first time on a train. She's never really left her rural town before. And I'm going to guess that she's just kind of excitedly taking in everything, like going and sitting by the window for a little while and watching stuff move by, and then going and checking out like the drinks cart, and then going and checking out like the club cart, and going around and like talking to people and meeting people and trying to sell her honey.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, within the same general area, maybe y'all were traveling together, maybe not, but Andie. Adah, why don't you describe what Andie looks like and what Andie is likely to be doing?
Andie is tall and lanky. She has her messy, like mousy brown hair in a bun, and she's dressed kind of like a newsie because she thinks that'll help her be a great reporter. And she's been kind of cycling through, like, trying to enjoy her time on the train, looking out the window, and also furiously trying to come up with a clever headline for whatever this travel story is going to be. Probably indulging Gigi if she discovers something cool. And yeah, she probably takes a nap or two also.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, that train pulling full steam ahead towards Seattle. We're going to pan over to the Bartender Expo. And Winston, well, Chase, for those of us who don't know, what does Winston look like and what is he likely doing at this expo?
Winston looks like this. He's got a big bushy mustache. He's got a straw hat on, floral shirt. He doesn't know much about Seattle, but he knows it's on the coast. He read the weather wrong. But he is very much, he's got his little book with his schedule in it and looking forward to the many panels and talks and displays of the Bartender Expo to try and bring something new to his bar, the Crowned Rooster. And yeah, that's what he's up to. He is happy to be away from Picadillo for a little bit, away from everybody he knows. He can kick back and relax and not have to worry about seeing anybody that he has ever, he's a complete stranger to everyone in this city. So he thinks.
Excellent. Now, Liam, it's been a little while since we've seen Louis. So would you care to tell us what he looks like? Maybe what he's been through and what he's doing at this expo?
Absolutely. Louis, as I said, is a lover of all things and all people. And he loves to share that love with whoever will share it with him. Jacques was a man who particularly had his heart. But Louis is just too all over the place. And Jacques kind of had to leave. But then he came back, and then it had to leave again. And it kind of kept on going like this for a while. And Louis had all of his lovers, and it just kind of found solace in alcohol and parties and meeting new people. But now Louis thinks it's enough. It's time for a change of scenery, start fresh, do the same somewhere else. And so he's gone quite a little while ago. Maybe he's been in Seattle for about a week or two. And he heard about this expo. And it's like, expo, entertainment, alcohol, people. That is where he belongs. Obviously, Louis is not invited and does not have a ticket. So Louis found kind of a back way to go in. He wore his most flamboyant outfit because he deserves, and everyone else deserves at least that much. And he's managed so far to have probably one too many drinks. And he's probably kind of stumbling about and flirting with people, and he's not even worried about being checked for his tickets anymore. It's just, he's here now, and it's glorious for everyone involved, or so he thinks.
I dig it. Question, is there anything in particularly out there that Louis might do in a place if he's intoxicated?
Oh, absolutely. I'm imagining anyone that has approached him, asking him kindly to leave, he kind of leans in. It's just like, shush, do not tell anybody I'm here. And when they kind of go, no, you really need to go now, he's just going to go, can I tell you a little secret? And he just goes and smooches them, whoever it is, just a big old smooch. And then kind of pushes them off, and while they're kind of like, what the hell just happened, he just kind of carries on and just starts talking with somebody else.
Great.
Winston may have spotted Louis.
Winston most likely spotted Louis and is steering clear from Louis. Winston probably recognizes Louis from around Peccadillo because I'm sure Louis probably stands out quite a bit. And so he's like, "Oh geez, there's somebody here from my town. I must hide myself." Yeah, he's
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, with all of our characters introduced, y'all are in Seattle. And for those of you just making your entrances, you see that the city, I mean, you're basically surrounded by water, as it is on one of my favorite words in the English language, an isthmus. The skies are fairly cloudy right now. And all of you in the night receive telegrams. These telegrams say, "Good. I'm glad you've taken me up on my request for aid. I usually don't like to ask for help, but I realize now that if I don't swallow my pride, then more people may die. So, October Society, please meet me at Pike Place, 10 a.m. And at the bottom, it's simply signed Ash.
Begonia rolls her eyes upon reading this, just like, who does this guy think he is? Come on.
Great.
I think Louis just reads it, but as he reads most telegraphs, he just looks for the address. He just wants to know where he needs to go and who he's going to meet. So he just reads the address and Ash and is like, another party, wonderful.
I'll say Gigi probably is like, 10 a.m.? What am I supposed to do for 4 hours? I wake up at 6, I work on a farm.
We're on a train. We're not on the farm right now.
Oh, right, but where are we? Have we made it though to Seattle? Are we still?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
would
pulled
have
up right to a farm.
Yeah, you would have made it to Seattle. Probably like finding lodging for the evening is when you receive your telegram.
Okay. Even if we aren't on the farm, I'm used to waking up at 6 a.m., so I gotta find something to do until 10.
Why don't we get a super early breakfast and you can help me come up with a cool title for my story?
Well, I just love that idea. Let's do it.
Bagels at 6.
Bagels at 6 with honey.
All right. How about Winston? I mean, what's Winston's reaction to this telegram?
Winston is checking the schedule of the expo to see if he could possibly make time to come to this meeting, but there's just so many. There's a fascinating history on gin coming up. There's the science of the bar. He's a bit flustered because he doesn't know if he can break away from the expo. I will say I imagine Winston is staying in the same hotel as you guys, so he he will probably just randomly be in the hotel for breakfast, like in the breakfast area. And so, yeah, he's just gonna kind of he'll be at the breakfast table eating and looking over the schedule and seeing which events he wants to go to, and kind of somewhat disregarding the telegram that he got because he just doesn't know if he has time.
Oh, okay. Well, if breakfast is on the menu, then you would probably arrive within the like dining area, and you hear a couple familiar voices, as of course Gigi and Andie are working on coming up with a title for this story.
I just can't think of a good rhyme for Seattle, and it's driving me insane.
How about the battle at Seattle? What's your story about?
I want to do like, this is what my vacation was in Seattle, and I'm hoping it doesn't come down to violence, but wait. Winston! Oh my God, Winston! It's 6 a.m.
Winston grabs like a newspaper and he's just like, you don't see me?
Winston!
I'm not
I
here.
can see you right there, silly.
You're a liar.
Winston, do you want some honey?
Come over here. We got bagels.
Very well.
Should everyone in the hotel, our friend Winston's here.
Oh dear. What are you doing in Seattle? I'm here for a bartending expo. There's
Didn't you
nothing
get the
going
telegram?
on.
I hold up the telegram.
Gigi holds hers up.
At it. Yes, I got one. I just don't know if I have time exactly. I've got so much to do today. It's my vacation after all.
It's your
Oh, you can
vacation.
vacation when you're dead. Come join us. It'll be fun.
How often have you gotten a telegram from a strange man telling you to meet him at a specific place on another
Plenty
continent,
of time.
presumably?
Plenty of time.
Oh, it's the flamboyant fellow from the bar expo.
Is he with you?
God.
No, he's not with me. I don't know any sort of the man. What?
He is with you, Winston. This is Louis. He's in our club.
Nice to meet you, Louis.
Mr. Winston, enchanté.
How are you?
Oh, I am wonderful. I had the most beautiful night.
Ah, yes. I assume you went to one of the various mixers that happened. I don't partake in frivolous activities, but most of the time I'm just business forward and must do my job.
Well, we will have to change this, obviously. It is very clear to me that you are too far distant from your customers. You need to leave the parties and understand all of the people and their drinking habits and their kissing habits and their dancing habits.
But there's no time. I must do books. I must come up with new recipes, look over the recipes, triple check the recipes, make sure everybody knows the recipes, and I just
Winston, Sir Winston, please, you're making me too stressed, too stressed here. Too many words. Let us get a drink. Let's see what kind of cocktail this beautiful place has to serve for breakfast.
6 a.m.
Well, I won't turn down a good cocktail, no matter what time it is.
We can tell you all about this weird Mr. Ash guy. So we
Mr.
were
Ash, he's the man that we are going to see for the party. Yes.
Yeah. He took us. We were at this mixer with a bunch of other clubs, and he thought we were the puzzle club. And then he had us go to this weird murder scene. It was a good time.
Oh yes, I remember that night. I came back to the bar and everything was Oh, everything was all over the place. It took me a day and a half, the next day and a half to clean it all up. The mixer went awry. The puzzle club got mad at somebody. I assume Mr. Ash, not me, of course. And then there was, yes, it is.
So,
Gigi's just been kind of staring at Louis this whole time, and she just eventually goes, "You have the most interesting accent, sir."
Well, thank you. Yours is very good too.
Oh, well, thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
Well, I have been called many things.
I'm sure you have.
Begonia, what time are you going to get up?
Begonia's not waking up until at least 8:30.
Okay.
She is also much too good for the hotel breakfast, and will be brunching elsewhere.
Okay.
I mean, we've got to flag her down in the lobby, right?
I was going to say, do we at any point see her leave the hotel?
It depends on how long you're sitting in the breakfast area for.
I imagine we stay there for a really long time, catching Louis up, and also like poking and prodding at Winston, trying to figure out how his expo's been going.
Oh, the expo has been wonderful. It's been a wonderful expo. I have been thoroughly enjoying it. So many lovely people, so many drinks. The Clover Club from Peccadillo was there. Beautiful. So many wonderful. Oh, Winston, Sir Winston, you must visit the members of the Clover Club. They make beautiful cocktails.
Oh, I'm always looking for a new recipe. That's part of the reason I'm here. Tomorrow there's a nice brandy recipe talk going on. I can't wait. I've been working on some brandy recipes. You know, not many people make cocktails with brandy, but well, you know, got to try something new.
Yes,
Louis,
I dated a
Winston?
girl named Brandy once.
Winston and I went to this really cool improv festival. You would have loved it. We should go next year. All three of us. Or the whole club.
Yes, that improv festival was quite nice. It was a good time in the countryside.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we should go with that other lady. What's her name?
Oh, I don't remember. We only met the one time, and
Yeah, she hasn't contacted me again. That's got to be on her.
Well, whatever she's up to, it seems she's found her niche.
All right. I'd say as the thoughts and memories of Evelyn are just kind of teetering in everyone's heads a little bit, that's when Begonia question, as far as like walking through the hallways of this hotel, does Begonia wear clacky shoes?
Normally, yes. She's going for a little bit more comfort
Okay.
at this point. Because she's like, yeah, you know, it's a thing, but I'm also on vacation. So she's gone for a little, she's, pardon me, wearing flats today. Don't get me wrong. She's still like 5'11". But
Fantastic. In which case, I'd say, like, even though the breakfast area is sort of off to the side, everyone is able to hear just a little bit of a hush as Begonia makes her entrance, walking through the lobby. And Louis would be the one who maybe, like, you've heard that hush before. That usually happens when you arrive. And so then it might pique your curiosity a little bit.
Well, who is this? This face, so familiar, so beautiful, not quite as bright as mine, but yet, who is this?
And
Andie, dear, does this face look familiar to you?
Andie will turn around. Begonia!
Oh,
Begonia,
yes.
Winston's here! Come here! Winston's here!
Jeez, stop drawing attention to me.
Begonia looks
Figured.
over, does a little wave.
Miss May.
So I see you all got the same telegram as I did.
Gigi holds hers up. Got it right here.
Yes.
Begonia, Winston and I were just talking about this cool improv festival we went to. Do you want to come? You want to come talk to us? Come hang out.
I'm
We got bagels.
We got bagels, we got friendship, we got cocktails.
Oh,
We
yes,
also have,
many
like-
cocktails.
We also have like 2 hours we can just talk about, what we think's gonna happen. We can catch up. We can speculate about this weird Mr. Ash guy who did end up sending us to a crime scene.
I think Louis kind of rushes towards Begonia, does a very theatrical bow, and extend a hand to be like, "Please, madam, you must absolutely join us."
Oh. You again.
Again, still, always.
I am off to get brunch, but I suppose I can detour with you all.
Andie gets up and pulls out a chair.
And Begonia will go over and sit down.
Great.
We have 3 Bohemians in this party right now.
Yeah, we do.
So,
Well-to-dos.
with y'all chatting away, eventually Begonia getting some brunch. When y'all head to Pike Place, there are quite a few buskers here and there who are trying to earn a coin or two from y'all. And I will say I've been slacking a little bit because I'm just caught up in y'all's role play, but I am gonna swap over just so we can get a little bit of the ambiance. And I'm gonna post into our Discord some pictures so y'all can get a lay of the land. First off, I'm switching over to this waterfront image, which is likely quite a few years in the future, but just so y'all can kind of get a grasp of you see skyscrapers, you're next to the water, there are boats, there are docks, you can feel a little bit of the breeze coming off. And when you do get to Pike Place itself, I'm going to post a few more pictures so that y'all can see, of course, the enormous bright sign. It's fairly well populated. There are quite a few people coming to and fro. The smell of seafood begins to fill your nostrils. But as far as buskers and people who are looking to earn a little bit of coin, who would be the most receptive out of our group here?
Andie's definitely taking
The richest
pictures of all-
people are like, no, not at all.
Did
Andie's
you say
definitely-
most receptive or most perceptive?
Receptive.
Receptive.
Mhm.
Oh, Gigi's absolutely in there.
Andie's
Great.
just taking pictures. She's not giving anybody any money.
Great. How about Louis?
Louis is probably going for the free samples. There's got to be free
okay.
samples, right?
Excellent.
Absolutely.
So I'd say, Louis, going for free samples, you do encounter someone who has a big platter of various cheeses for you to try. Now, Gigi, since you're so open and welcoming to everyone, there is one gentleman who immediately runs forward, and he's about 5'8", but what draws your attention most is the fact that he is wearing a onesie. It's white, there's pink, there's purple all about. There's a floppy horse head with a horn on top and a little tail as well. This gentleman has black hair and a big smile on his face, and he runs up to you and he says, "Hi."
Well, hi there.
"It's nice to meet you. I'm Steve."
Well, hi, Steve. I'm Gigi. What brings you here dressed like that?
"Well, I'm a part of the Unicorn Club."
What's a unicorn club?
Well, it's a club that enjoys and discusses unicorns.
Aren't unicorns not real?
How dare you?
I'm so sorry. No, I didn't mean to offend. Have you ever seen a unicorn?
I haven't, but our club leader has, and one day I'll be good enough to see the unicorn myself. But I mean, you seem like a friendly person who maybe if you see the unicorn, you'll believe too. Would you like to come to the unicorn party later?
Well, I know someone, maybe. I'd have to ask my other friends. We did get invited somewhere else on this day, but if there's time, maybe we can come join your party.
Oh, no worries. It's around sunset, so you have plenty of time. There's one stipulation though. To go, you have to get 3 things to prove that you're worthy.
Okay. What might those things be?
So, the first thing, if you're gonna jot that down, you need troll snot. You need fairy toe jam. And you need snail's tails.
Well, that doesn't sound like it'll be too hard at all now, does it?
No, not at all. If you can get a hold of those things, then we'll let you in. And and he will hand you a little flyer, which I will share on the screen and on the Discord right now for our unicorn party.
What is going on?
Every rose has its unicorn. I love this.
So-
Andie,
Go.
Andie has to go up to this person and
Hi.
pull out her wallet. She's like, "You think unicorns are cool? Wait till you see what I found."
Yes.
Pull out a picture of my dogacorn. And
Oh,
I'm surprised it's relevant at this point in our series.
so your dogacorn. Would you? Oh, this will be the first roll of the day. Would you
Oh,
roll
God.
a little persuasion for me? I just want to see how he receives this.
I am rolling 4 dice.
Great.
Oh, I dropped 2 of them. That doesn't count. Okay, that is 1 success.
Great.
Hey.
He looks at it and he's like, "That's pretty cool, I guess."
You guess.
Yeah, I mean it's no unicorn, but you know.
Just you wait.
Just
We're gonna
you
blow
wait.
your freaking mind, dude.
I'm ready for my mind to be blown.
Unicorn, you say? I have been a unicorn once or twice.
Whoa.
It is quite special. I will give you that.
All right. Well, then you should come to the party. All of you should.
If there's a unicorn party, I will be there, believe me.
If all of you get the goods, then you're all welcome.
I do have a question. Where in Seattle would we be able to find these items?
Well, that's the tricky part. And you're gonna have to think about that.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. So, with this invitation to this club, later, eventually, you reach the place where Mr. Ash wanted to meet you. And you see he is very stereotypically looking off across the dock. He's got a pipe that he's smoking, and he's wearing a red trilby hat with a wide brim. Oh snap! For those of y'all who have been waiting in anticipation, we're gonna have a Joopy very soon. So as soon as he is ready to rock, I will introduce him. But you do see Mr. Ash. Red trilby hat. There's a white ribbon around it. He is wearing a navy blue trench coat. He's got these fingerless gloves on of a deep green and dark blue slacks. Though, in spite of him smoking from this pipe, he's also gripping this stress ball. And when he notices the group, he turns and he says, Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Begonia
Of course,
once more
sugar.
rolls her eyes.
We must make this quickly. I've got things to do today.
This is our friend Louie. You haven't met him, but he did receive a telegram, so...
Yes, of course. I've heard great things. Are you
What is
muted,
it
Liam?
this time, Ash?
I am.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, of course you have, darling. Of course you have.
Great. Sorry to interrupt you, Rachel. Go ahead.
What is it this time, Ash?
Well, there have been a couple murders. And the signs, they point to something that I believe is in your wheelhouse.
I believe a murder is in the police's wheelhouse, not random people on vacation.
Well, when it comes to mythical creatures, we don't have the same level of expertise, unfortunately.
Very well.
Whatever you say, Mr. Ash. keep saying it. Your voice is absolutely delightful to my ears.
Thank you.
What about these murders makes you think it's in our wheelhouse?
Well, and he'll kind of gesture and lead y'all along the dock to a point where you see that there is police tape set up. There are a few people who are they're doing like the whole outline, all that jazz, but he's able to lead you past the tape.
Classic crime scene stuff.
Yes, and you see the body, and it looks like there are marks leading away from the body that are bloody hoof prints. And it looks as though from the, I'd say maybe just in that little point between the ribs, there's a wound that is fairly deep and maybe a little too wide to be that of a knife.
Okay.
And
I
this
think
is
it's
just
a unicorn.
one body, right? So far? Because you said there was a couple murders.
This is the second one we've found.
Was the other one like this too?
Yeah.
Sounds like y'all got the makings of a serial killer.
I hope not. I hope that you will be able to figure this out quickly so that there won't be any more victims.
I'll tell you, I already got some pretty good ideas on where this might lead, but I'll keep it in my pocket for now.
What do we know about the victim?
Well, the victim's name is Robert Snedden. I know that he worked as a receptionist, but we're still looking into it.
Begonia is going to take the flyer, the unicorn flyer that we received, and show it to Mr. Ash. Is this something that's been on the police's radar at all?
No, that club has been, well, one of the shining stars of Pike Place. They've been very happy. They've been very they've drawn a lot of people to the market.
I see. Now, you don't think that they could have anything to do with each other, but you called us here because we have experience with cryptozoology.
Yeah.
Right. Gigi, Andie, what was the items that the man from the Unicorn Club asked us to get?
He said troll snot, fairy toe jam, and snail's tails.
Are you aware of any place we might be able to find any of these?
I don't know. They all sound like made up things to me.
I'm sure.
I would think snail would be pretty easy. You would just find a snail and evacuate it from its home.
Yes.
Is there any more information that you could give us on the victim? A reason someone may have wanted him dead, perhaps?
I don't know. From what we've dug up, he seemed to be good at doing his job. Very attentive. If anyone would call in to the business, then he'd answer the phone with a smile on his face, and you could hear it.
2 more questions. 1,
All right.
what do we know about the other victim? And I forget the second question.
Well, the other victim, she was an accountant.
Any
Good at her
reasons
job.
why anyone would have wanted her dead?
Was she a nice lady?
Yeah, very nice. I can't see why anyone would want her dead. She's a good accountant.
Okay, I have a bit of a ridiculous idea. Is there a way we can, like, glove up and search the body to see if there are, like, perhaps this person was carrying troll snot, fairy toe jam, and or snail's tails? Like, did they want to be a part of this club? Or, they had flyers. Maybe we'll find one of those.
Oh, do you want to ask Ash or one of the people in charge of forensics?
Yeah, pretend I said all that to Ash.
Okay. He'd be able to tell you that we didn't find any of those things unless they're euphemisms for something else.
No. All of this,
Unlikely.
to our knowledge, they want for real troll snot, for real fairy toe jam, and for real snail's tails.
Sounds like a wild goose chase to me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ash, for all of your help in solving this mystery.
No, thank you for solving the mystery for me.
Shall we, everyone?
To where?
All right. You muted.
Howdy, y'all.
Perks of her being in the other room.
Right. I was just saying, I think it'd make the most sense for us to follow the hoof prints and see where they lead us.
Let's go.
We absolutely. It sounds like a brilliant idea. I will follow you.
I Andie will also follow, but Adah needs to step out of the room to remove her cat from the room because she is just causing all kinds of trouble.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
I will
Goodbye.
say, I'll say, I think I would like to invoke the Wanderer scene cue.
Oh, snap.
Nice. I like that.
So that maybe these hoof prints will. Here, I'll read the thing. You find that the best thing to do when you are at a loss is to let yourself wander. You follow your artistic soul, and somehow you end up in the exact place you need to be in. The director will lead you to a new location. So maybe
Great.
we can follow exactly where we want to go.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So, first scene cue of the evening used. Gigi, as you follow the hoof prints leading the way, they take you to just one of those small foot traffic bridges that you might use to get across from one sidewalk to the other. And I mean, at this point, like the tracks have faded away a bit, but you do notice that there is someone who's just standing beneath the bridge. This man is wearing a suit, a green suit, and he's smoking a cigarette.
She might. Well, I don't know.
Could he be a troll? If he's under a bridge and wearing green?
You're a genius. If you say that in character, Gigi's absolutely going to go, you're a genius.
I definitely said that in character. I have 4 in wit and sharp now.
Awesome. I think that's a good place as any to start. And she'll yell down to the guy and go, hey, sir, didn't you know that smoking's bad for you?
Who are you, my mom?
I might as well be. Oh, wait, no, I'm like 24, aren't I? Never mind. Whatever. It stands. I might as well be.
I didn't tell you how old he was, so
That's true. Could be some like punk.
I hope he's
What is he,
of age
10?
because he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I'd
Right?
say he's probably like mid 40s.
An 8-year-old smoking a cigarette under a bridge.
But he does look like he's wearing a coat that's just a little bit too big for on him. And you notice that there are it seems like his pockets are kind of bulging.
Do you think they're full of snot?
He doesn't have an accent, does he?
Oh, I've already talked as him, but now he doesn't.
No red hair?
No.
Okay.
Guess we're not after his Lucky Charms.
If there's one thing the October Society is good at, it's picking pockets. So.
Oh, yeah, I remember what happened last time.
Well, he is aware of all of you right now.
Gigi's just going to call out and go, what's in your pockets?
What's it to you?
Well, they look mighty stuffed. I'm just making sure you're not, you don't got any weapons or anything. You're not going to hurt us trying to cross over this bridge.
Of course not. Look, I don't have any weapons or anything like that. If you want to make a purchase,
What
I
about
might
a
be
tray?
Sale.
what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear either of you, as I heard both of you.
What do you have for sale? What are you selling?
Well, and he'll open up his coat and he'll pull out a little plastic bag that has this green viscous substance in it.
It's not.
So you are looking to buy.
What would you call that stuff that you got there?
You can call it a lot of things, but most people call it troll snot.
What is that slang for exactly?
Troll snot?
Is it like a fun hallucinogen?
Oh snap, hang on 1 second. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to, hang on, it's going to be chaos for a quick second, but I am bringing Joopy in.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully this works.
Hey!
Joopy!
It's Joopy!
Hello! Oh my gosh!
Hey guys.
Okay, Joopy, I am going to bring you up to speed, but I'll also need you to, of course, introduce yourself, your pronouns, as well as your character and your character's pronouns, and maybe just why your character has decided to come to Seattle. And it could just be because of Mr. Ash's request of help in deciphering this mystery. So, now, so far, our group has come to Seattle and through various means of conveyance, and they've encountered a gentleman in a unicorn onesie who has given them an invitation, which I'm sure you can see in our Discord chat, which I'll pull up again for our lovely audience. But it's to this unicorn party later in the evening. Now, after receiving this invitation, our group met up with Mr. Ash, and he informed them about 2 murders. He led them to one of the crime scenes, and the reason why he wanted your expertise was because of the wounds. There were bloody hoof prints, as well as a wound between the ribs that seemed a little too wide to be a knife. Now, to gain access to said party, the man in the unicorn onesie, he said that you'd have to obtain 3 items: troll snot, snail's tails, and fairy toe jam. Now, our group has arrived beneath this bridge where they have seen a gentleman with a green suit. And of course, Gigi was the one who used her scene cue, Wanderer, to wander into this gentleman who has troll snot for sale. So, Joopy, if you wouldn't mind, tell us who you are.
Hey, sweet. Hello, I'm Joopy. I use he, him, or they, them, either one. I am going to be playing a mouse today who uses the same pronouns, so he, him, they, them. I didn't intend to be in costume. I'm not done doing my hair. But hey,
It works.
I don't think it's out of Mouse's reach to not want people to see his hair not done. It's very fabulous.
It's a cute beret.
Right.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you for letting me join you guys.
Absolutely. We're so happy you could make it.
Yes.
Oh, man.
So excited.
So, At this point, I'd say maybe like Mouse. You're walking across the street over this bridge when you overhear some voices that you recognize. And they're interacting with this gentleman who seems to be a little bit short-tempered in a way, but he does want to make a sale. And you note that his suit is way too big on him, to the point where, I mean, you would probably suggest him buy a new suit as opposed to it being tailored. But
no.
The reason, of course, is that he has quite a bit of product, which he's taken out. This viscous green substance in a plastic bag. But Mouse, how would you like to make your entrance?
Good question. I asked, could I have a little mouse? Can I still have a little mouse?
Yes, you absolutely have a little mouse.
Okay, sweet. I think I will name the mouse Kitty just out of irony.
I love it.
I like to think of the mouse as not always being the most obedient little creature. So I think when he also hears you guys, I would like to think that he would kind of run off to join you, and then I would be forced to follow. Be like, what are you doing? Come here. She's run under bridges to men in bad suits.
Fantastic. Great.
I'd like to think that while Louis been out and about doing his thing away from this particular club, Mouse is the one person that he actually kept in touch with here and there. I reckon we still caught up to have dress up and like make new outfits and get totally blasted, and then like, okay, see you next time.
Yes. Yep. My little mouse buddy can run over to you, be like, hello.
Well, hello there, little kitty.
Mouse is gonna try to scare him. Come here, come here.
Oh my gosh, the gang's all here.
Mouse, my friend.
Hey, so what are we doing here? And his eyes are gonna kind of like dart over to the guy selling the troll snot. Like, what's
I will give Mouse the flyer and be like, you got that telegram, right? It goes with this.
Oh, okay, all right. Mouse is just gonna look at it like, what in the world, a unicorn?
So I'll like pull Mouse aside and be like, so there was a guy and he had a huge like stab wound and then there were bloody hoof prints. So this guy, Mr. Ash, you got the telegram? Yeah, so he thinks it's a unicorn. So in order to meet this club, they wanted us to get some troll snot, some fairy toe jam, some snail tails, all very standard. So we think this might be the first step.
Let's do it.
Great, okay.
Nervous. Like,
We'll go back over to the group.
So, am I making a sale or not?
Winston would like to use street smarts and ask the man to simply give us a taste so we know what we're buying. And street smarts is you've worked your way to the top, but you'll never forget where you started. Commonplace citizens, ragamuffins, and even gangsters are a lot more amenable to you and willing to help you out.
Okay. Great. So, when you ask for the taste, he just kind of appraises you for a second. And then a smile creeps on his face. And he's like, yeah, you can taste this if you want. Go ahead.
He will take a small sampling and then I'll try it later and tuck it in a pocket.
Now, the rest of you,
Let me.
What price are you asking for? Like, what's the starting bid here?
It's just 2 monies.
Oh,
Would you be willing to make a trade for it?
For what?
Well, sir, I'm glad you asked. I've got some fine, nice, organic, straight from the farm, straight from the bee's hive, nice, good, sweet honey.
And then he'll take a glance over to Winston real quick and say, "Can I have a taste first?"
Very good, sir. Very good, of course.
And
It's my honey, but
He'll stick
I'll
out a little
oblige.
pinky to go for a dab.
yeah, she'll like untwist the lid and like kind of tilt it towards him so he can take a.
Great. He will dunk his pinky in all the way up to like the last hairy knuckle.
Oh, she's gonna like try to lower the bottle so that doesn't happen. I mean, or she might just go, well, it almost looks like you have to buy it now.
Well, he's gonna
My inner
try it,
germaphobe.
and he'll say, "That's pretty good."
I know it is. So what do you think? Worth a trade?
Yeah, why not?
Beautiful. And she'll just like, yeah, trade.
Great. Now he's 1 jar richer. You see him open up his trench coat, and he just puts the jar in one of the pockets.
The whole jar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he's dipped his like entire hand into it.
Yep.
Yep.
He hasn't closed the jar either. He's like, oh, easy access. Every now and then he'll just dip another finger.
What is he,
Just
Winnie the
sticky
Pooh?
little man.
Well, I guess it's yours now. You can do whatever you want with it.
Oh,
I
he
will.
was smoking too. Ew.
so much goes in the world.
Oh.
I might just say, well, this looks very appetizing. I am more in a mood for something, I don't know, a bit more refined. Maybe, do you have any snail stills, maybe? Escargot.
Bravado and persuasion for me.
The character sheet. Alrighty. How does 2 successes for you, monsieur?
Oh. He'll say, well, it looks like, and he'll look over all of you and say, it looks like all of you are after the same things. Well, you're still gonna need one of these if you want to get in, but if you're looking for snail's tails, I would suggest going to the lower market at Pike's Place. There's a certain restaurant there that specializes in snails. You might be able to get some tails off of them for a price, of course.
That sounds lovely. Thank you very much. What about fairy toe jam? Surely you have someone new.
Someone I go to for it?
Yeah, let me think about it. And I'm going to myself use a CQ as well, since we're doing that now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of ponder for a minute, and he says he's got someone that he goes to for it. And I'm going to use friends in low places.
Oh.
If you ever need help with something not entirely legal, you know exactly who will help you out.
Mhm.
So in this case, when he says, "Oh, there's someone I go to for it," I'm gonna think about it, and I'm essentially going to name his dealer. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's right."
Great. Yeah, you would think the name Syrio. Syrio.
Oh yes, Sirio, you go see Sirio, don't you? Sirio's got all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you knew, why'd you ask me?
Well, I thought a gentleman like you with such deep pockets would have many things. You are here now, and Sirio is not. This would have been a good opportunity for you, but we will go see Sirio. It's okay.
Yeah. And he'll just dip into his honey again. You gonna buy some snot or not?
Probably not.
Begonia already has her wallet out.
Andie really
Wait, I
wants to
thought we
try
made
and
a
pick his
trade
pocket.
for it.
We did.
For each of you.
Oh, for
I
Oh,
wanna-
we
each
each
of us.
have to.
Each of us has to have the 3 items to get
I've
it.
got to try to pick his pocket.
So,
Okay,
This is-
Winston's got it.
Oops.
Andie, I have an idea.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Should
I don't know what it is, and I'm down.
Okay. All right. Were you gonna say something, Winston? I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, I'm just saying. So Winston has his troll snot.
Okay.
That's good.
So, in order to give my money to this troll snot man, I want to give it to Kitty, and and kind of be like, here, go ahead and. But before I as I'm digging in my pocket to give it to Kitty, I want to whisper and just run all over him, just go crazy. And then I'm kind of gonna look at Andie and be like, no, I'm gonna head nod.
Oh, okay. I dig it. All right. So it sounds like Mouse is going to be paying for one whilst having Kitty go crazy. It sounds like Begonia, you're paying for a portion.
I was just gonna pay for the rest of everybody to get them.
This is for pride. This is not strategic.
Okay. Great. We'll see how this little plan goes, and then Begonia, you can swoop in for the save.
Again.
With our track history. So Andie, while Kitty is going crazy on him, and he's initially he's like, that's kind of cute. And he goes to grab the money, and then Kitty jumps up on him, and he's like, oh, wait. And then you just kind of see some honey sloshing around, some of it beginning to drip onto the ground. But he is very, very preoccupied. So Andie, what are you doing?
I guess I'll go in and be like, oh no, let me help. And then pretend to be going for the mouse, but I'm just going for the troll snot.
Oh, okay. All right. In this case, man. Yeah, give me a little bravado.
Come on. One success.
Okay, great. Yeah, you are able to secure one of the little baggies as you get Kitty back in your arms.
Finally.
So with that being successful, Begonia, you would only have one person to buy it for, I think, unless Louis decides he doesn't want to go to a party.
A unicorn party, no less.
I mean, if Madame Begonia is offering to pay for it, I'm sure I can make it up to her in another time. Absolutely. Thank you, milady.
Bien sûr. And Begonia pays for the troll snot.
pleasure doing business with y'all. And with that, we are going to go to our break. So thank y'all for tuning in, and we will be back in about 10 minutes. So stay tuned, and we will see you on the flip side. Hey y'all, welcome back to some more Flabbergasted action. Now, before we get back into the action, let's do, I guess, just a quick one-line review of your characters, in case anyone's joining us for the first time right now. Starting with Rachel, going to Chase, Alex, Adah, Joopy, and Liam. All right, go ahead, Rachel.
The name of the character, but think of Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso, but palette swapped.
Excellent. Chase?
Winston, bar owner, doesn't like frivolity.
Great. Alex?
Gigi, your friendly neighborhood country bumpkin. It's my phrase of the night.
Excellent. Adah?
Andie, the lanky, boisterous clickbait journalist before clickbait was a thing.
Nice. Joopy?
Mouse, the farm boy turned city boy, obsessed with fashion.
Fantastic. And Liam?
And I'm playing Louis, lover of all things beautiful and all people, beautiful or otherwise.
Awesome. And so far, our group has found out that there have been 2 murders. The signs on the bodies, bloody hoof prints, and a wound that's a little too wide for a knife. They've also been invited to a unicorn party in the evening, one that is fairly exclusive, that you would have to get 3 items to get in. Troll snot, fairy toe jam, and snail's tails. Troll snot being the item that our party has already obtained. And with this gentleman happily digging in to that wonderful jar of honey that Gigi has provided him. And he is digging in. He's going for it. Now that he's made the sale, he's going to town. What do y'all want to do? Where do y'all want to go?
To the lower market?
Should we head to the lower market?
Yeah, what was his name?
Let's make that S-car go, y'all.
Love it.
We're looking for Sirio, right?
So
Wow.
Sirio has the fairy toe jam. The lower market is where we're supposed to go for the snail's tails.
If you want.
If we're already in Pike Place, we might as well go.
We could split up too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was actually gonna use VIP to find Sirio.
Oh.
I mean, the Sirio, based on my usage of friends in low places.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine I already have a connection with him, so I should be able to find him and
That's
maybe
true.
find us a good deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sounding like Winston and Louie want to go find Sirio. Does anyone want
Most
to join?
frivolous man and the not.
Oh God. I kind of just want to leave it with you two, honestly.
I really, yeah.
Just ride the tension. So is it just the 2 of you and then Gigi, Begonia, Andie, and Mouse going to the lower market?
I really just want to see Winston and Louie hanging out.
And I also feel like
Andie's
the
just gonna
dynamic with Begonia and these 3 is just a mother with 3 children who are all on leashes.
That's true.
Fantastic.
So let the 2 responsible people split. And
Right.
Okay.
I love it.
So, here, as y'all head, and I'll start with I'll start with our group of 4 first. Just to increase the anticipation. So, as y'all split off, heading towards the lower market, there are a few different restaurants that are catching your eye and maybe catching your ear too. There is a place called Chowder Nowder. There's the Bees Linguinis. There is Escar to go. And there is Delicious.
Begonia, ever pragmatic, is going to go to Escar to go.
Great.
I mean, that's definitely the correct answer, but the other ones just sound so fun too.
Yeah, Gigi will follow with this one.
Yeah, I think Nos will follow too.
Go to the escargot place.
Great. Great. Now here, as you arrive, you do note that there are a lot of people lined up here. There are a lot of people who are eagerly anticipating their escargot meal, to the point where there's a little I guess like a ticker on the wall that's saying, well, it's a countdown to them being out of stock. And it's getting close.
Question. Can we see if any of these people are like holding flyers for the Unicorn Club?
Oh yeah, I'd say there's probably like 6 or 7 of them.
Okay. And how many tails are left?
As far as the countdown goes, it looks like there's maybe 5 servings left.
Crap. Okay. I might have a scene cue. Give me a second.
I do have a scene cue.
Okay. Do it.
Begonia is going to adjust her hair, put on her vacation sunglasses, stand up tall, throw her shoulders back, and waltz right up to the counter, using the scene cue VIP.
Oh, snap. Will you tell us what VIP means?
I'm well known around town, and I tend to get recognized or run into old friends often. Wherever I am, I can usually find a familiar face or someone eager to schmooze with me. Exclusive places will also extend invitations to me.
Great. Well, here, there is a gentleman who is working the cashier, and he looks at you, and he's got kind of like a "what do you want" expression, but then you hear a voice, and then you see a face kind of peeking down. It's like one of those areas where you have your orders, your tickets, and you set them up, but then like the chefs on the other side are able to just hand over the plates, and you hear a voice say, "Begonia? Whoa. I didn't think you'd be in Seattle."
Surprise, surprise, my dear.
Yeah, do you want to come back here?
Absolutely. May I bring my friends?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Thank you. Come along.
So, what the hell you been up to?
Well, mostly running Smythe Industries since Richard passed.
Oh yeah, my condolences.
Thank you. Dealing with his brother, as I'm sure you remember.
Yeah. Ugh.
right awful prick.
Yeah.
But I'm here in town visiting. I've taken to, you're not going to believe this, solving mysteries.
Whoa.
That's how I met
Wild.
these fine artists.
Yeah. It's nice to meet y'all. Any friends of Begonia's or friends of mine?
Howdy.
Oh, it is so lovely to see you again. I'm thinking that this person was somebody who had worked for Richard.
I dig it. Yep. This is Truman, and I'd say he had worked for Richard, but he decided to pursue his dream and work in food. And he says, so what are you doing here? Here?
Wow.
There's no mystery down here.
No, not down here, but... And I show him the flyer. We're investigating the Unicorn Club, and as such, need snail's tails to get in.
Oh. Well, I mean, they've been flying off the shelves lately.
I could tell. It looks like you've got such success.
Yeah, we rebranded. We offered a lot of other foods, but everyone just wants the snail's tails.
The unfortunate thing is, I need, it looks like, more than you have left.
Well, since it's you, if your friends are willing to pay, I'll get y'all taken care of. You're on the house. But if they're willing to pay, it's not cheap. 20 money's a plate. But I got a business to run. You know.
How many is on a plate?
How many do you need?
We need, there's 6 of us. There's 2 who've gone to get other items, but honestly, we just need enough to get all 6 of us into the club.
Oh, that'd be 3 plates.
Perfect.
Okay.
And
Probably doesn't have any just in his pocket, right?
Any snail's tails in his pocket?
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to look?
I mean, do I see any?
I mean, not at first glance, but snail's tails are pretty small.
but he said, you know, it was for Begonia, it was on the house. So would that be 1 plate or?
Well, yeah, he'd be willing to give you 1 plate. So then that'd be 2 plates remaining for everyone else.
40 monies.
Fantastic.
40 monies.
It's good to be Begonia because she has that.
Right.
Excellent.
Okay, good. 40 monies would have been almost all of my monies.
I wanted to blackmail him with the mouse.
Hey, if
Oh
you
my
want
God.
to save 20 monies, what are you gonna
Also,
buy?
he's a dear friend.
I will say I never wrote monies down. How many does the Bohemian start with?
50.
80?
50.
50. Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
So,
And we just need to split it up. We would each need to give
Half a
20.
plate.
yeah. So you just need to get 2 plates unless Mouse is planning on blackmailing. In total, it'll only cost you 40 since you are getting 1 comped.
Total, it would cost us 40.
I could do it.
Why not?
It's Begonia's money. She's rich.
I only because I don't want Begonia's bridge to be burnt with this person.
Okay.
That's true. That's
Otherwise,
Mhm.
I would be throwing the mouse into the sink gently.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay. But you were thinking about it, and I appreciate that.
I really was. I was like, the trajectory.
So how much do we each have to give so that we can get?
No,
Is it
Begonia's
10?
got it
40
taken care
divided
of.
by...
Yeah, Begonia says she'll pay for it. So y'all's money stashes are good. Begonia's got it.
Oh.
And yeah, he gives you 3 to-go containers with it's in spite of the fact that it's in a styrofoam box, it's still laid out fairly elegantly. The way it's set up, he's got like parchment paper that's folded a little bit, so it looks almost like a little boat. And you see the 2 escargot arranged as though they're following each other, and you've got just a little like one of those little garnish bushes that one of the escargot is like just crawling out of. But yeah, y'all have your snail's tails.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you. Thank you,
Always
Begonia.
a pleasure to see you, Truman.
Pleasure to see you too. Next time you're in Seattle, let me know. And
Absolutely. I would have this time, but it was a bit of a last-minute affair.
that's fair. That's fair. You're a busy woman. But hey, maybe I'll see you at the party.
Mayhaps.
Great. So, I want the 4 of you to consider where you would like to go after this, or if it's a matter of getting ready for the party, as I switch over to Winston and Louie. And here, Winston and Louie, as you 2 embark. What's your means of transportation? It's a little bit farther away. Maybe I'd say 6 or 7 blocks away. So, are y'all going for a little jaunt? Are you taking a cab or something? Bike?
Well, Winston's a penny pincher, so he'll walk.
Oh.
But Louis loves to chat. And so walking sounds great. So it's going to be up to you whether you're willing to walk and listen to Louis or get there faster and pay for a cab.
Ooh.
As a barman, Winston can listen without hearing.
That was a threat. A threat
Very
of
nice.
friendship.
The threat of friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Louis is going to be like, this guy's great. I can talk. And like, usually after a while, people tell me to like, but like, this guy listens. I love him.
And Winston just throws in the, very interesting. Of course, indeed.
Yes, and you see Jacques and I, like, we are meant to be together, and we will probably be together again at some point. But, you know, it's been so long, and he just wants me to stay at home. And he doesn't like it when I go and I hang out with my other art friends and blood.
Great. So, in that case, yeah, you're able to walk. You reach this store. It's called Curios Curios. And when you arrive, open up the door and you hear chimes. And as you look inside, you see the store is fairly cramped, though it's not a small store by any means. There's just so many curiosities in here, including action figures of Bigfoot, of the chupacabra, and these are all in like the little plastic kind of clamshell thing with the cardboard backing, mint condition in glass cases. But as y'all step in, you also note that one feature that is very prominent, though it is in the back, there are quite a few people lined up for this. And as someone inserts a coin, you immediately know why, because you hear thunder and you see lightning. You hear the sound of rain, though there's no rain. And you note that the people around are like oohing and eyeing as you hear a voice, an electronic voice, say, "Welcome to the weather forecast, where I forecast your future." And then you just see this animatronic kind of moving and gesturing towards it would be a green screen, but of course on TV, what you would see is the symbols of each day. But instead of the numbers, it says good luck, bad luck, uncertain, and then you hear the sound of something being dispensed, and the people in line all gather together as the person who just inserted their coin reads their fortune, and then they're like, "Oh man!" But amidst all of that, Louis, your friend, Sirio, he claps your back with one big hand, and he says, "It's good to see you, Louis."
Oh, yes, Sirio, my friend. It is so good to see you once again. How is business? How do you do?
It's great. I've been wheeling and dealing, making a lot more lately, so it's been a good time. Who's this? Is this new boyfriend?
Not yet. This is Winston. Sir Winston. He was so gracious to accompany me. You see, we are here, probably like many other of your customers, to look for very gem.
Oh, yeah. There's been a lot of people looking for that lately.
Oh, I bet there has been, but you see, we are on a case for a murder. We are trying to solve a murder, 2 murders actually.
Murder?
And this fairy gem could really get us in the places where we need to be.
Yeah. How much do you need?
Let me think. And I turn to Winston and I'm like,
6 vials of it.
He knows his stuff.
I do, yes.
And he will go behind the counter and take out 6 vials. And he'll say, "Oh, well, I mean, Louis, here, this one's, well, let's just say this is part of me paying you back for what you've done for me over the years. But
of course, yeah, thank you.
For the rest of these, it'll probably be 10 monies a vial."
10 monies a vial. That seems rather steep, I believe.
It seems very steep, and I'm going to use Tough Negotiator.
Nice.
Oh.
You know a thing or two about running a business. You can get anyone to drop their price or give you a better deal.
Okay.
Nice. Very.
I believe 5 would be good.
5 5 monies per?
5 monies per. For a friend, of course.
Yeah. All right, you got yourself a deal.
Very good. And Winston will pay for it.
He'll go for a handshake as well. How firm is Winston's handshake?
The firmest.
Great.
But not too firm.
While you're
The perfect amount of firmness.
excellent. As Sirio feels your firmness, he's gonna turn and look at Louis and be like, good choice. So.
Well, thank you, Sirio. It was great to see you once again. And I kind of lean in and I put a hand behind his neck and I kind of give him a little peck on the cheek. And I will see you next time. And don't forget, next Thursday, if this whole unicorn business gets done, maybe you and I can go check the bar. You know the one.
I'd like that. Yeah.
I bet you would.
Bring him.
Oh, that is a brilliant idea, my friend. Absolutely. We could use a third. Teams of 3, always.
Absolutely.
It's the Thursday regular. Yes. Well, thank you, Sirio.
All right.
Good day, sir. I'll just grab the vials and just back out of the shop without agreeing to anything.
Excellent.
Don't worry, Sir Winston. Consent is everything. Especially on Thursdays. You will, whatever you decide to do, you will do of your own volition.
I don't know if Peggy will agree.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, some begging may happen, yes.
Why do you think they call her Peggy?
All right.
Sending these two off together was definitely the best choice.
100%.
I have a new ship.
Okay. Y'all have your stuff. What do y'all want to do? Are y'all going? I mean, you're all going to the
we
party?
would meet back up with. Meet up at the wherever we needed to go.
Yeah.
Probably the hotel.
Oh,
that
the
would make
hotel?
sense, right?
Okay.
I don't know who
Great.
said it. Someone said it, but
We don't have a ton of evidence as to who the murderer may be. And the only person from the Unicorn Club we've come into contact with was the person wearing the onesie. And if they said their name, I did not write it down.
Oh, they did.
Did they? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Steve. It was Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eve.
Kind of forgot we were going to the Unicorn Club to solve murders, actually.
Question.
That is so in character.
He's got a lot on his mind right now.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I think that Mouse would be very scared, especially because last mystery,
Oh,
week,
yeah.
Mouse was stuck in the room and almost possibly got killed and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
In character for him to be very afraid. And so I would like to use his scene cue for passionate display, the designing, to try to make a costume that looked like the guy who came and talked to you guys.
Oh.
I have a picture of him.
Roll for
Ooh.
unicorn onesie.
Yes. Make a unicorn onesie, trying to look like someone who's already,
Okay. So, with your passionate display, I mean, this is your forte, Mouse. So, you're able to fashion one that, I mean, it looks as accurate as you would like it to be, but I mean, I'd say maybe there are an element here and there that you improve on. so it's a little more breathable. It's a little more flexible wherever you need it to be. It feels very comfortable. The fabric looks the same on the outside, but it feels much better. So, Mouse, you've got your unicorn onesie.
Sweet.
We can also have like a buddy system this time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that works.
By twos
Yeah.
or
Mouse, I'll go
threes,
with you.
since that's the
And
magic
Begonia can
number.
go together and
Yes.
Who and who?
hang out more. If they so choose.
Yes.
What were the pairings?
Oh, I just said something because I wanted Louie and Winston to hang out more, but we can do whatever we want.
Love it.
Okay. So, we've got Mouse's unicorn onesie. You want to do a buddy system, twos or threes?
Oh.
Ooh, so many decisions to make. 2, 3.
I'll roll a die.
Can we interchange halfway through?
We could like meet up. I rolled an odd number. So
Yeah, I'll roll
that means
2.
threes.
Oh, wait. Oh, I thought we were rolling to see what the groups were. Like if you
Oh,
got
we well, it's a 6-sided die. Oh, we could. Maybe that won't work. Probability is hard. I haven't taken a math
Okay.
class in a long, long time.
Odd number, I'd say. Let's do twos.
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 teams of 2. That makes sense.
I rolled. I got a 3.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Are we rolling to see who
4.
matches numbers?
Yeah,
Yes.
if anybody matches.
I was
2.
assuming it was like odds.
5.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
We've rolled every other.
Oh,
okay.
there's one pair, Andie and Begonia.
So one team of
Perfect.
2 and everybody else is by themselves.
Right. God.
So wait. So what's the existing group?
It's me and Begonia right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've made this difficult.
Yeah.
We did.
Absolutely.
Mouse is gonna kind of just step near whoever is closest to him, like in the room, kind of like, let's go.
Gigi might go with Mouse because I think she'll kind of sense that he's scared, and she's not scared of anything. So she'll like kind of buddy up and be like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. I got you."
Yeah, that's
Mouse is
the
like
reason.
protecting. I don't need protecting. In real life, he's like wiping tears away. Oh my god.
Oh no, I know you don't, honey. She's like patting you on the back.
I love it.
Okay, that leaves 2 Winston and Louie.
Once again.
Keeping them together.
Unless like if Winston is not comfortable with this pairing, we can
No. I mean, Winston doesn't care.
Okay.
Okay. So, we've got our buddy system. Are y'all going to the party?
We're going to the party.
Hey, yeah. It seems like that's where our best leads might be.
Great.
Do
Begonia
we?
is going to stop at the hotel and change.
Nice. Okay.
I was gonna say before we go to the party, do we want to stop and talk to Mr. Ash and see if they've found any more like evidence or clues
Yeah.
that could help us out?
Yeah, you can
yeah.
definitely do that.
If we can find
Begonia
them, yeah.
doubts his usefulness.
I mean, that's fair, but
So, yeah, if you want to stop by and see how things are going with Ash, he'll immediately say, "Have you found anything?"
We found some troll snot and some toe jam and some snails.
Oh, you're going to the party. That's good thinking.
Have you found anything?
Yeah.
Seeing as it is your job.
The accountant. Sorry, I had the name and then I've lost it in my mass. Oh, Helen Johnson.
Not getting the puns. What's happening to you, Matt?
She's dead. I'm not gonna.
Her name Leola.
Her name was Anita Mann. There's that better.
But he'll say, well, let me know what you find out at the party. We'll keep working on this. Just got a bad feeling.
So all we got was the accountant's name.
The accountant was Helen Johnson.
Yep.
And then Robert Snedden.
All I know is that if I am to be paired with Sir Winston once more, there is no way he's going to that party in that outfit. I need to do a makeover, I think.
Makeover
On Winston?
Winston, I believe you need something more appropriate. I mean, we are going to a unicorn party. I'm not sure what the dress code could be. I'm imagining some pinks, tight, leathery outfits, maybe.
Oh, God.
I believe I have something in my suitcase that I have just for this kind of occasions. Give me a minute.
Mouse silently just slides into this. It's like,
This is a family show.
That's fair.
So, y'all head to the party?
Yes.
Yes.
And Winston looks really pretty.
Yay.
Great. Okay. So, when y'all head up, I'm going to share some pictures of Gasworks Park, which is quite the scene.
Is this a for real place or is this made up?
This is a for real place.
Wow.
Big thanks to Erica. If she's still tuning in, it's such a cool location. I just love the fact that she set it up here. But it's such a rad environment. Yeah, see, she's right there. She said it's real. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Erica. But as y'all arrive, there are, quite a few people here. There are little barricades that are set up. There's one main entrance where people are checking if you have the items. A large number of people are dressed much as Mouse is dressed in that onesie.
Andie grabs a stick off a tree and glues it to her hat real quick.
Great.
Can I roll to use my switchblade to carve it to make it look a little more like a horn? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Creativity.
Okay. Where's my little? Can't remember how many dice to roll. Okay. Jeez.
Make me look pretty.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Holy
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I look so hot.
The best looking horn.
Oh my god.
Mouse is just like
It like sparkles and everything.
Looks
Yes.
amazing. I mean, to the point where it might look better than the one on your onesie, Mouse. Like you've outdone
I understand
yourself.
if you want to swap.
Mouse is like, no. You deserve it. You would do the same for me.
Probably.
Great.
I think I got a wig like that the guy from The Fifth Element that does like the
Chris Tucker's character,
Ruby Rod.
the
Yeah.
announcer or whatever.
yeah, but I think I got that one on, I think the wig is on Winston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Winston's drinking from his flask a little more than usual tonight.
Oh.
Oh
Begonia's
man.
flask is still strapped to her thigh, but it's there just in case.
Great. But yeah, y'all are able to present your items, and the lady at the front wearing a unicorn onesie will take them and say, "Hey, enjoy the party and welcome."
Question.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you needed these items?
Well, it was a new policy, but I thought it was kind of a cute thing, so I voted for it.
Whose idea was it? I just want to I want to get into their mind. I'm writing this story for the paper.
Oh
Where I
yeah,
come from.
yeah. You know, you should go find him and talk with him. I mean, an interview would be, I think he'd love that. His name is Weldon Wood.
Got it.
I mean, he's fairly new to the club, but once he joined, I mean, our memberships have skyrocketed.
Interesting. I'll definitely track him down.
What happens if somebody weren't to have their items?
Well, you'll have to get him to come in.
Right, but what happens if they try to come in and they don't have their items? Who takes care of those
Your
kinds of people?
Bouncer.
Would that be Mr. Wood as
No,
well?
Usually people either have their items or we just tell them to get the items. No one's tried to force their way in before. Are you gonna do that?
No, I have my items
don't-
right here, honey. Don't you worry
Okay.
about me. I was just curious. I know
Okay.
we got people trying to sneak into our barn concerts and whatnot.
Oh,
So-
okay. What do you do if people sneak in?
But we throw them out. We just throw them out.
Oh, that sounds very violent.
Oh, honey, it ain't nothing.
Okay, I hope I don't have to do that.
I hope so too.
Have fun.
You seem sweet. Whoops.
Oh,
I just lost my thing. I'm
Gigi,
back.
throwing
you seem so
yourself out.
frazzled.
I'm fine.
Okay.
She takes a flask of honey and
No.
that's gulping honey.
yeah.
So
Nice.
sick.
Very Captain Knuckles energy.
It's just
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look, honey's great.
So yeah, y'all are able to get in there, and of course you much as the flyer had advertised, you see quite a few different attractions here. There are quite a few little kids who are in line for the unicorn on the cob, and the unicorn dogs. There's music, of course, as people are gathered around a small, it's like a portable stage that someone set up. And of course, there's also just a small tent where you hear the sound of, it sounds like people are in a scuffle in there. And then, like,
I shall investigate.
What was that?
I said, I shall investigate.
Oh.
a scuffle in a closed off tent.
It's a fairly big tent, but it's like you hear the sounds of the scuffle.
Oh, the bigger the better. I mean, what?
Well, it sounds like a large crowd of people are all like, "Whoa!" And you hear like the sound. It's fairly like muffled, but it sounds like it's coming from a device.
What's happening on the stage right now?
It is, well, they're doing their rendition of Every Rose Has Its Unithorn.
Okay.
Every rose has its unithorn.
So, we've got our buddies. I will start with, the first group that was formed, Andie and Begonia. What would the two of you like to investigate?
I'm thinking maybe we send two groups into the tent, one to go to like the backstage area to like the crew, and then the other to like mingle in the crowd.
Backstage area and mingle?
Yeah. Is that ill-advised, or should we hit one group at every place?
I mean, I thought that Begonia would assume that you would look for the person to interview.
Yeah. Oh, Weldon would. But we haven't met, so we should probably... I don't know who to ask for that, though. Andie runs back to the, like, ticket lady and says, "Hey, where would Weldon be at right now?"
Oh, well, he usually likes showing off at the unicorn hole.
Which is?
It's in the game section in the corner.
Okay, great, thanks. And then I'll run back and tell Begonia we gotta go to the unicorn hole.
Off to you.
Okay. So, y'all head over there, and you notice that there's quite a few people there. Mainly kids throwing a small little beanbag through a hole, and the wooden plank that the hole sits in. There are various fairly intricate designs of unicorns on it, but there is a gentleman that seems to be running this game, and he says, You two looking to play?
We're actually looking for Mr. Weldon Wood. My name is Andie Cartwright. I am from Picadillo. I'm writing a story about your town, your club for the paper. Oh. I flash my press badge.
Wow. Well, I haven't seen him tonight. I like your horn.
We were told this is where he liked to hang out. Is there anywhere else you can think? Does he have like a little private dressing room or something?
No, he usually doesn't have to change here.
What does he look like? Maybe we'll run into him?
Well, he, he's going bald, but don't tell anyone.
Gotcha.
He usually has glasses on.
A balding man with glasses. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That narrows it down.
Yeah. Well, what else do you want to know?
Begonia, help me out here. I'm floundering.
Well, your club wouldn't happen to have an actual unicorn, would it?
Well, we've always been looking for one, but Mr. Wood was actually the one who found one.
I see.
Yeah.
And did you remind me of the names of the victims?
Helen Johnson and Robert Snedden.
Are you familiar with either a Helen Johnson or a Robert Snedden?
Yeah. I haven't seen them in a while.
Were they members of the club?
Yeah. Robert would take the calls for any new members, and Helen did the books.
Did they get on well with Mr. Wood?
I mean, as well as you can with the people who are, I guess, whipping you in shape, I guess. I mean, I always thought Helen was cool, but when it comes to accountants, it can be tough when you have to look at the numbers.
Of course, I understand entirely. So they didn't always get along?
Yeah.
Did he have any particular grievance with Robert?
They seem to get on okay, but I mean, I'd rarely see them together.
I see, thank you. And you don't have any idea where we could find Mr. Wood?
No idea. He'd usually be right here.
Mm-hmm.
But since he's not, I've got to take care of this.
In terms of like club spending, this might be interesting to some readers. How, like, what do you put your money towards? Like, what's the budget? I can't ask Helen. We don't know where she is. But how are you like spending all your money? Putting it back into the club?
Well, it did cost a pretty penny to get, the band this year. It's so weird because usually these parties are fairly small, but this year it's been booming. I appreciate it. It's cool to see everyone wanting to spread the good word of the unicorn, but I mean, this used to be a pretty low-key thing.
And have you seen the unicorn? Is it like everybody says, just so majestic and beautiful?
I saw a picture of it and I was like, whoa, that's cool.
Has anybody seen it besides Weldon?
No, none of us have earned the right to see it yet.
How does one go about earning the right?
He chooses.
Who has he chosen so far, do you know?
I mean, he made an announcement that he had chosen Robert a couple weeks ago.
All right, and had it chosen Helen?
I don't know. If he had, he didn't make an announcement.
Who else, if I may ask, has been chosen?
Those are the only two that he's announced.
Two, Robert and who else?
Helen.
Oh, Helen, I see. Is there anyone else that Mr. Wood has not been on the best terms with? Any friction?
Yeah, Steve?
We've met Steve. Do you know where we can find him?
Well, I know he's trying to really, he's so gung-ho about more people getting into the club. I know that he usually hands out the flyers at Pike Place.
Yes, he recruited us.
Have you seen him around here at all?
Haven't seen him yet tonight.
Where does he usually like to hang out?
Here? Or
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, usually, honestly, he likes going around everywhere at this party. He usually likes to meet all the new people. So it really surprises me that he's not here, especially after all the work he's done.
Thank you so much for answering our questions. Andie, was that all you had?
Just one question. What are the odds we will get to see an announcement of somebody getting chosen tonight?
Oh,
I would love to see that and write about it.
probably pretty good.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that, Begonia? Very exciting. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Whoop. Did we ask him his name already? I forget.
You haven't asked him his name yet.
What can I say your name is?
You can call me Gizmo.
What's your name, and may I use it in my article?
Yeah, you can use the name Gizmo.
Thank you so much, Gizmo.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Sally.
Sally?
Sally Brown.
All right, Sally. Okay. In that case, we'll pan over from Andie and Begonia to Mouse and Gigi. Where would y'all like to go? What would you like to do?
That is a great question.
Mouse is very nervous. Do we happen to see the guy whose outfit I copied?
No, that would be Steve. And you do not see him here.
Oh, no.
Okay.
By chance, do we see any doors that we are obviously... Well, okay, let me rephrase. Do we see any doors or any pathways that look like people are not going down them? People are not interacting with them?
Like restricted areas?
Yeah.
Restricted areas.
Like, don't go over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Employees
probably like in the big tent where it seems like some sort of production is going on. At the rear of said tent, it seems like there's an entrance that is closed off.
Should we go through it? She'll kind of like nudge you.
Absolutely.
My kind of guy. And I guess, yeah, if we go up to it, is it locked?
It is not, but there is one of those partitions where you have the two posts and you pull out one of them and it's like slips in, typically used to arrange lines, but it's used to close off the doorway, the tent doorway.
Oh, I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, is it like the rope thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like VIP roping, kind of.
Right.
Are there bodyguards?
Nope.
Or it's just a rope?
It's just that, and then if you get past that sophisticated bit of security, there is a zipper that you can use to open the flap.
Oh no. What will you do?
Mouse takes a deep breath, goes under, and just very quickly, like tearing off a band-aid, opens the curtain.
Great. So, go in there, and what you see is, well, first off, you hear the sound of a film projector, and you can hear it's very loud, and then you see the screen, and you hear people reacting from behind said screen, likely in the main viewing area. This seems to be the back of where people are watching the Unicorn Identity. And in this back area, it looks like a small... it looks like there are a couple tables that are set up. Various papers, ledgers, books, stuff like that.
And this was area was people watching the Unicorn Identity.
What was that?
This was the roped off area, right? Them watching the unicorn.
Yeah, they're in the main viewing area. This seems to be like the back part where they've set up all the equipment.
Oh.
And you said there's books and ledgers and stuff, just like on a table?
Yeah, there are a couple tables that are here with some books, ledgers, and stuff.
Can we...
Gigi's gonna start looking through the books.
Yeah, I want to start looking through too.
Great. Well, when you look through, you do notice that, when you're looking through, I have a question for y'all. Is there something specific that you want to keep an eye out for? Names, numbers, pictures?
I would like to keep an eye out for anything regarding the accountant.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the names of the victims. So Robert or Helen.
Any dealings with money. If we can find anything about the troll snot or like any of those ingredients too, that would be cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Or like how they're making their money, since like they're not charging at the door actual money, they're charging ingredients. So like where are they making their money from?
Right. And you note that based on the ledgers, it seems like since maybe a few weeks ago, there's been a heavy influx of money. There are a lot of cash flows in that didn't exist before. And they are marked corresponding with troll snot, with fairy toe jam, and with the I blanked on the third item.
Snail's tails.
Snail's tails. Yeah. And as far as names go, you do see that there are three names that have been written and circled that, like, I'd say Mouse, you note the numbers, you note those connections. Gigi, you note three names. There's Robert's name, there's Helen's name, and there's also Steve's name. And Robert and Helen's names have check marks next to them.
And Steve's doesn't?
Nope.
Gigi will turn to Mouse and go, I think Steve might be next. We gotta find Steve.
Yeah, especially because I'm dressed like Steve.
You do know what his face looks like because you did see the picture, just so you know.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah, because I took a picture of him and I had like gifted that to you to help you with your outfit. You probably didn't need it, but like.
Okay. Question: how much do I look like Steve, aside from the costume?
I tell you that Steve has black hair. It's maybe mid-length. It probably almost goes down to his shoulders. And he is about 5'8". Based on the onesie, Mouse, since you've designed enough clothes, you could see how it fits on him, and you'd say probably he probably wears a large and a 34-36 pant.
Okay. Specific. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. This might be a bad idea. So, question.
Okay.
I have that one scene cue where I'm able to sculpt. Surprising skill.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a mask to look like Steve?
Yes.
And that Mouse would be incredibly scared, but I also don't think he would be okay with knowing that he let someone else get hurt.
The boldness. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. You'd definitely be able to cobble something like that together. Maybe just finding some of the ingredients that people are using to make their unicorn dogs and whatnot. You're able to just
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Did you say unicorn dog?
Yeah, the unicorn dogs.
Oh, unicorn dog.
I'm suing. I am absolutely suing.
How dare them?
Yeah, you're able to fashion a pretty decent mask out of that. So.
Mouse is practicing his deep breathing techniques.
Goodness. Okay.
I'll make sure nothing happens to you. Let's go find Steve.
Okay. Find
Let's do
Steve.
this.
Great. Now I'm going to go over to Louie and Winston.
Winston is probably a little drunk at this point.
Oh.
He picked up some new high alcohol content booze from the expo, and that's been in his flask. So he'll be a little drunk because he feels ridiculous in the outfit that he's in. So he's just jamming out to the music.
Great. Great. I mean, in this case, they've finished their every rose has its unicorn, and they're starting their rendition of Unicorn to Be Wild.
Nice.
So Winston jamming out Louie.
I think trying to think about what, because I obviously know a lot, but Louis doesn't know anything as of yet. I think I'm just going to use a scene cue. Not so much to get the story further along, but just because that's what Louis does. I'm just going to use Life of the Party.
Oh.
No one parties like a bohemian. Your events have the best music, dancing, costumes, and decor. You can turn any boring, lifeless affair into a wild and uproarious party. So this isn't boring to begin with, but I'm just going to crank it up to 11. And I think like as they do their renditions and everything, Louis is just going to climb on stage and like grab a microphone and just like blast out the vocals, like glass shattering everywhere sort of thing. And just really just create such a buzz that even though most people in this party are currently scattered doing different things, I'm just going to make everyone kind of go, whoa, this is where it's at. We need to get over there. And so just to kind of actually gather all of the people in the same place.
Great.
Which out of character is probably like the idea is to, if we get everyone in the same place, then we'll have a better chance of spotting who we want to find.
Excellent. Excellent. So Louis, yeah, you're able to, I mean, when you take to the stage, Andie, Begonia, Mouse, Gigi, all of you immediately hear Louis's voice, see Louis just killing it. Winston, as you're jamming out, you of course it takes you a second, then you notice that's Louis up there. And someone next to you says, wow, your friend is really good. He says, I mean, I really wish Steve were here. They'd be killing it on stage. That'd be such a good duo.
Does Mouse hear this?
I'd say not at the moment. Right now, this person's just telling this to Winston.
Yeah, he's very good at singing.
Yeah. Oh man. Maybe he'll be selected next to see the unicorn.
Who knows? Possibly. That'd be a sight to see.
Great. And I'd say at this point, everyone else will have been able to gather back up with, I mean, you would know Winston. Winston is tearing it up. This is maybe more dance moves than you've seen Winston do ever. But
Andie
he's
is snapping
it.
so many pictures.
And you see Louis killing it on stage. So what do y'all want to do?
I guess we will like gather around Winston and be like, has anybody seen Steve? Because we can't find him or Weldon, and from what I hear, he might be slated to see the unicorn next, and it seems like that's what's getting people killed.
Oh, really? Somebody just told me that that Louis should be seeing the unicorn next.
Oh God.
Guys, don't worry about it. I have it handled.
I think that Louis might already see unicorns.
Fair. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys.
Can I show them the accountant records?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say everyone's caught up as far as what y'all have found out so far. With the help of Louis on stage and Winston in the crowd. I mean, it's reached the point where it's like the crowd that's all dancing, they kind of note just the sheer showmanship of two people in particular. They just kind of part. So there's a clear path between Louis and Winston because no one else has been able to really hit their grooves at the same fervor as these two have.
Love it.
Nice.
Can I roll to join just for fun?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Very excited.
And someone will say, wait, is that Steve?
Yes. So I rolled a two sixes, so 2 success.
Oh, yeah. He was like, man, you've really worked on your moves.
Just like shake my head because I don't know what Steve sounds like. Like,
can I like kind of bop my way up to the stage and be like, hey, Louie, if anybody asks if you want to see the unicorn, say no.
And I'll grab the microphone and I'll be like, Who wants to see the unicorn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like me because I'm Steve.
We should get you on the stage.
Well,
I guess
one person does notice you and Mouse, and says, "Steve, I thought you had a job to do."
Oh, what? Maybe you could help me because I don't know. I think I forgot. There's a lot of partying.
Gee, you were supposed to pick up the shipment at the docks.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot. Can you remind me exactly which area of the dock? I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I'm already gonna be late.
Yeah, 5A.
5A. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go and do that right now.
Yeah, you better
Is
hurry.
the person who said that to Mouse, are they, I don't know, balding man with glasses?
No, this just seems to be someone else who's working here.
We see any balding man. Well, we probably see more than one balding man with glasses, but any that seem to be more like revered.
In charge.
Not here.
Great. Nothing good ever happens at the
Begonia will
docks.
say- Begonia's going to flag down that employee of the club and pardon me, you wouldn't happen to know where Mr. Wood is?
Are you talking about the one that was talking with Mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He says, "No, I thought he'd be here to announce who's gonna get to see the unicorn."
I see. Thank you so much. And then I gesture for everybody to start following Mouse.
Should we keep people here just in case, or
My
I think
idea
if Steve is
was
at the docks.
what's up, Louis?
sorry. Yeah, no, I was gonna say if you guys tell me we're going to Dog 5A, I would probably announce that to everybody here, saying that the party's moving to 5A.
Oh.
Yes. Wait.
Is that
Oh.
smart? Should we do that?
I mean, Louis isn't known for his smarts. He's known for his looks and incredible voice.
Mouse, you had a scene cue at one point that was like
Yeah.
Pied Piper.
Oh, I did. I know what you're talking about. Let me look at
Was it?
Muse?
I think that's what it was.
Okay.
I don't know if
yeah.
you still have that like
I dig it.
stocked.
I got Muse
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, okay.
I
If-
think.
If both
yeah,
of you
we're all
want to
bohemians.
use that and join forces, the duo that people had spoken of Steve and Louie on stage, if you two use it, we're making this happen.
Part of me is nervous because I don't know how I would feel about all those people going to the. I don't know
Are we?
because I think Mouse is just gonna try to go. Keep things
Oh,
low key
okay.
out of
Okay.
fear of other people getting hurt.
That's a fair point.
But I mean, if we're playing a numbers game,
The more money one has, the less compassion that they tend to have. Begonia is going to tell the rest of the group, we're following Mouse. He's going to the docks.
Look, I think maybe without using a scene cue, maybe let me do a roll when I announce it, and based on how well that
Oh.
goes, a certain amount of people follow or don't.
I'm on board with that. Give me a little
Live
persuasion.
it to 10.
No.
What do you want? Passion?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. All right. So I mean, this could go bad and no one follows.
Oh my god, what if we just got Steve killed?
That's
Begonia cares
one
more-
success.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe not everybody goes, but
Yeah, you'd probably get a good 15 people who are like, yeah, let's do this.
Begonia cares more for Mouse's safety than the safety of party randos.
So, y'all go into the docks?
yeah, there's now 20 of us going to the docks.
Yeah.
Go to the docks.
Yeah.
It seems like we no longer
I'm
have a
so
choice.
worried about all of these people.
We do have
Witnesses!
a pocket knife.
Yeah.
All the way there, I chant, "We're gonna see the unicorn. We're gonna see the unicorn."
Idea. Can Mouse use his muse property to direct them to the incorrect dock? So that we were
Yeah.
exact same one, and then they
Absolutely.
can
Absolutely.
be okay. So then Mouse is going to be like, yeah, dock 6A. It's like just slightly off. Go.
Okay. Are you taking them there?
I think I would just hype them up really hard
Okay.
and kind
Did
of
you say
like,
horde?
oh, I probably did on accident.
So, yeah, those 15, they're super excited and they're like, "Hey, aren't you coming, Steve?"
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
dodging, like, yeah, I'll be there, bro.
All right. So, you've led them there. What are y'all doing about 5A?
Great question.
Head over
Do we
and find
see anybody standing there around that area?
Yes. You do see someone who is standing at the end of the dock, and you just see a silhouette from the distance, but you can see that he has he stands there, he's waiting. It seems like he's a little impatient, like he needs to be somewhere. But you do note as his head bobs, you can kind of see something at the top of his head kind of flopping around too.
Is the
real,
silhouette
Steve.
wearing glasses?
You wouldn't be able to tell from your distance and the fact he's not facing y'all.
So, right.
And
So-
Mouse would recognize that it's from a distance, seeing the clothes, seeing the colors, very similar to what you're wearing.
Can I say that I have like some kind of back pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna I assume we kind of huddle before I go do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm like, okay, listen, anything goes wrong, I'm like holding Kitty, and I'm like, anything goes wrong, go get them. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Go up there and try to talk to the person who's there.
Is there a way maybe I can like follow and bring the camera?
Yeah.
So like I can, if nothing else, there'll just be like a random flash and maybe that'll give Mouse a second to get away.
Great. So we've got Mouse.
Before we go in, I would like to, because we're making a plan, I would like to use the scene cue fastidious.
All right.
You and your friends have just concocted a cunning plan. Carefully study the plan and point out any obvious shortcomings. The director will advise you on any flaws in your plan.
Okay.
There
Oh.
are none.
I mean,
We're perfect.
I don't know if this is part of what you intend, but I mean, Mouse does look a lot like Steve. So I'd say the major concern would be if something is set to happen to Steve. It might accidentally happen to Mouse instead.
And has Mouse already like walked away from the group trying like to go talk to this guy?
I'd say Mouse is like getting ready to do that, but y'all can figure other plans out too before Mouse is in danger.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gigi's probably gonna like stop Mouse and be like, wait. Hold on there, darling.
This is like, what is what?
Well, if we think that Steve's the one in danger and you look like Steve, then it could potentially put you in danger. So, I mean, we can stick to the buddy system. I can go with you and we can go talk to him. Or all of us could go talk to him. And I mean, we've met him before. He was a nice guy. I don't think we need to be scared of Steve. We need to be scared of what's going to happen to Steve.
It's true.
I thought this might be just me misreading, but I thought that was Steve at the dock waiting for Weldon.
It is. I think it is.
It is, but
Is
Steve
it?
is rumored to be the next person who's going to see the unicorn.
Yeah. Well, we could also, Mouse could pull down their hood and hold
My
the
God.
mask so he doesn't look like Steve immediately.
Yeah.
That works too.
Because it's like my hope is that like that's not a person that could hurt me, but someone who might have information that we need. And then I go and I look like Steve and they tell me stuff. And then I was like, well, if they start to show any kind of like hesitancy or violence, then I could just be like, I'm not Steve. What are you talking about? Steve.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think Steve is the one on the dock. So Steve's kind of the one we're trying to save right now.
So that's the thing. Steve is.
Would it be
alone on
better
the
to
dock.
call him away from the dock and be like, hey, Steve, it's us. We couldn't find the party.
I have the thing called existential crisis.
Nah.
We
I
need
have
help
that too.
convincing him. We could also blow his mind.
I also have that.
Okay.
I also have that.
Alrighty. Bombard.
So it sounds like Mouse wants to step forward and you have that idea in mind, potentially frazzling someone with an existential crisis. And Andie is ready with camera to flash, potentially distract, so that if Mouse is in trouble, can get away. And then Gigi, Begonia, like so far with Begonia scene cue, you're able to suss out like the potential danger that Mouse could be in moving forward. Winston and Louie, as far as this scenario is concerned, I mean, what is there anything you're preparing? Because y'all, Winston, you've experienced firsthand the dangers recently. You were able to bust down the door in the last one before any harm came to Mouse.
I'll say, while Winston is drunk, he comes from a long line of he's lived a lifetime in a bar. So although he's drunk, he can still keep his wits about him. So he would be happy to be, and he's a kind of a brute of a man. He'd be happy to be a bodyguard of sorts, but be very unassuming because he's just partying also.
Okay.
Because he has been partying during the night.
I dig it. Okay. How about Louie?
I think because everyone seems to have their own plan, and up until now, Louis was all about the party, and now the party's moved away, and he's just kind of like slowly starting to calm down, and he's just like, "What's going on? What are we doing here again? Oh, yep. And then
Louis just leaves.
yeah, it's like party's not here. Goodbye. No, I think Louis is just actually gonna take a step back for once, and gonna sit down. And as the adrenaline slowly starts to descend, he's taking a breath, and I think he's just gonna keep an eye out. So
Okay.
while you guys talk with him and
Great.
protect our own,
Great.
Louis is just gonna keep watch.
So, in
That's
this
smart.
case, here's what's going to happen. Mouse, as you move forward, Winston ready to bounce someone. Andie ready with the camera. Begonia and Gigi having given that forewarning, in which case, as far as, well, in this case, I'm going to have Louis, who he's keeping an eye out. Why don't you roll a little sharpen wit here for me, Louis?
How
keeping
good
an
am
eye
I at that?
And I'm going to give you an extra 2 dice
Ooh.
from Begonia and Gigi for pointing out the potential threat here as Mouse moves forward.
Oh no.
All right. Watch me fail on 5 dice.
No.
I'm scared he gave you so many dice.
Right.
Ah, no, that's 2 successes.
Okay. Because what you do see here is as Mouse is moving forward, the person at the end of the dock turns around, and all of you see that it's Steve. And he begins to walk back, and he waves at you, and he kind of does the, like we're wearing the same thing. But as he's coming back towards you, as y'all are on a trajectory to meet in the middle, maybe 40 yards in between you, Louis, a little extra observant, you notice that there does seem to be someone shifting around amidst boxes on the dock. And you notice that there's just like a faint sheen as some maybe just light from a boat happens to glint off gold frame. Louis, you see that. What do you do?
How far away from me is it?
So, from where Mouse and Steve are 40 yards away, this figure is maybe 10 yards away from where Steve is. So from where you and everyone else are, it's about 50 yards away.
Right. I'm going to.
Oh no.
We forgot there were boxes.
I am going to run.
Run where?
I am going to run in the direction of gold trains.
Oh.
I'm just going to dash past. I'm not even going to say anything up until I get right close. And obviously stop me if things happen as I run.
Great.
But I'm going to get super dramatic as I approach towards the boxes. I'm going to put my hand out and I will go, why? Oh, why do you think that you have to do these horrible things to all of these people? Why come out of the shadows and into the light? Let us all see you. And I just really draw a lot of attention and try to bring him out.
Great.
And do a villain monologue if possible.
In this case,
Yes.
yeah, you can definitely do that. But while Louis is sprinting forward, I need to know what everyone else is doing too. Let's start with Andie, and then Winston, and then Begonia, and then Gigi. You immediately hear and then see him sprint forward. What are your courses of action? Andie.
Okay. I can only assume that something is going wrong. So I'm going to take the horn off of my hat to have as like a dagger.
Nice.
And probably like as stealthily as I can head over and be there to like back Louis up.
Okay. Stealthy.
And I think I'm going to... I'll bring my camera too, just in case if we need the distraction.
Okay.
I'm assuming I have like a strap for it or something.
Dagger and camera at the ready to back up. Okay. How about Winston?
Winston's gonna charge the gold frames.
All right. Excellent.
Like just straight up.
This is becoming a blitz here. Excellent.
Charging at him.
Great. So, Begonia.
Begonia's just going to start running. There's no plan. She's just friend in danger. Go that direction.
Great.
Does mouse have an action?
Well, in a second, Gigi.
We only see Louis running.
Yes.
Right? We don't see necessarily what he's running towards.
Yes.
Like, I have a thing that I want to do, but I think in the moment I wouldn't have like the sense to do it yet. So I think Gigi is just going to follow after Louis and where he's going as like extra backup.
Okay, great. So as
We
everyone
instantly
is
abandoned the plan.
running forward, Mouse, you see everyone running. What do you do?
I'm gonna tackle Steve.
Okay.
Everyone's getting tackled today.
Great.
If possible, I would like to tackle him into the water.
Okay.
No longer wish to remain on the pier.
So, here's what's going to happen. First off, sorry, my monitor just decided to turn off right then and there.
It's also scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Mouse
Okay, I need
costume to protect himself.
I do need a few rolls here. So, first off, I need a bravado from Mouse. Next, Louis, I need you to do a passion for me. Creativity and passion to distract. And then next, I mean, we've got Winston, Gigi, Begonia running forward. The three of you, could I have y'all do a bravado for me? And Andie, you're going a little more stealthily. You've got your. I mean, I don't think I've ever pictured someone with a unicorn horn and a camera as like a sword and shield, but that's what you've got. In that case, I feels like a creativity moment. Was that 3 successes, Winston? Dang.
Yes.
Nice.
I got a
3 successes.
4 and above is a success, or 5 and above?
5 and 6.
2 successes.
Okay.
1 success.
I got a 6 and a 5.
Okay. Sorry,
And
what
I
was
got
Louis?
One success for me.
Okay. Gigi? 0.
Nothing.
Okay.
No successes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. That's a boatload of successes. So, in this case, I'll just leave it down to 1 roll. I've got a chance, and we'll see how this guy does. And that is a 4 on the die. So, what's going to happen here is as y'all are running forward, Louis is able to draw the attention of the man with the gold frame glasses. Everyone is charging forward. He seems a little frazzled. He seems like he's stumbling a little bit. You see that he has something very similar to what Andie has in her hands, with the it's a horn. It's not fashioned out of wood, though. It does look to be a natural horn. It's very long, but what I picture is as y'all are charging forward, and as Mouse, you're able to tackle Steve, and Steve is confused, but you're able to slam into him into the water, and you just feel like air whoosh by your back. It feels like it just barely missed you. As the rest of you, Begonia, Gigi, Winston, the three of you are able to tackle down this gentleman wearing a suit and gold-framed glasses. And he says, What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm here to celebrate.
Liar!
Well,
You're
then.
going to kill that poor man.
And you've got him. He's on his back. Y'all were able to successfully distract, disorient, and get him down while Mouse and Steve are safe in the water.
Don't you know, Mr. Wood? My friend here would like to interview you for a publication.
I snap a pig.
Great. And here is where we're going to zoom out a little bit. Because I've gone horrendously over time. My apologies, y'all. But
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's fine.
y'all were able to apprehend Mr. Weldon Wood. And in the aftermath, Ash congratulates y'all, saying, "You've done good work with everything you found out. Well, it seems like anyone who caught wind of what Mr. Wood was doing, they were getting offed. He had his hands in all those items. He owned the companies that were supplying the troll snot, the snail's tails, the fairy toe jam. And with the exception of the snail's tails, essentially these were all products that they would turn in to get into the party, and then he could have them sell again. He would essentially have those suppliers bring the same product back, and those businesses would pay him for the same thing. He was able to recycle and keep selling the same thing over and over again. And looks like Steve would have been the next victim if it were not for the October Society. Thank you.
Happy to help as always.
You're welcome, sir.
Of course, anything, just keep talking.
Gosh.
Well, I suppose if you all need anything from me or my partners, please don't hesitate to ask. And he'll gesture over a couple other detectives. There is a gentleman in a green trench coat, orange shirt underneath, brown slacks, black belt with a gold buckle, and there is a woman with red hair, ponytail to the side. She's got jeans on, bright yellow shirt. and he'll say, This is my partner, Mr. Harrison, Detective Brock Harrison. This is Miss Terrence, Misty Terrence. And of course I'm Ash. And well, in the detective industry, turns his hat.
Nice.
You gotta catch 'em all.
Oh my God, that doesn't make me long.
Wow.
Nice.
Played the long con. I love it.
Wow.
So,
The worst.
Good lord.
y'all solved my Horn of the Unicorn mystery. Yeah, before I say my like final goodbyes and whatnot, of course, big thank you to Fleur and Chelsea for creating such an incredible system. I hope I've done it justice, since I've really stretched as far as the chaos goes. And my players, thank y'all so much for putting up with all the madness I subject you to. Y'all are amazing. Big thank you to our viewers. Y'all are wonderful. And of course, thank you to Erica, who helped me come up with this. And I've adjusted quite a few things just for the sake of the system. But I mean, if it were not for her, this magic wouldn't have happened. So big thanks to her. If y'all want to check out her work, she is a writer, TTRPG Pro. Her stuff is in the description below. And the system that she had designed the original adventure for is for Monster of the Week, which if y'all want to get that as well, that's also in the description below. But I mean, let's have a few final words from each of our players, who you are, who you've been tonight, and any promos if you want to promote anything. Yeah, we'll start off with Rachel.
I'm Rachel. I have been both Begonia and thoroughly bamboozled this as far as promotions, I would just like to say, if you are in certain states that are currently passing or trying to pass anti-LGBTQ laws, do us all a favor and call your representatives and tell them, hey, don't fucking do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. And thank you so much for being on the stream, Rachel. You've been wonderful. Chase.
Chase, I've been Winston, as always. And I have nothing to promote.
Well, thank you so much for playing, Winston. Chase, you have been incredible, as always. I'll be looking at that dynamic between Winston and Louis for eons. Alex.
Hi, I am Alex, and I played the role of Gigi. I also don't have anything to plug off the top of my head.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for playing. Adah.
I'm Adah. I played Andie. Big thank you to Matt for doing this for us, and big thank you to Erica because this was super duper fun. And I learned about that cool place in Seattle, and I really want to go.
Yeah.
Watch The Owl House on Disney Plus. And yeah, I really hope we can do this again soon because it's always so much fun, and I love hanging out with you guys.
Awesome. Awesome. Joopy.
Yeah, so I'm Jupi. I've been Mouse. It's always great playing with you guys. Oh my gosh, Matt, you're amazing. I gotta say it. Yes,
Too
just
sweet.
the work you put in, it's very evident, and you're fantastic. Just wanted to say that. So things to plug. I also write things. I write systems for different shows, including the Owl House. And all my fan stuff is available for free. That's Blue, BLUU, bugarcade.itch.io. I have a big project that I'm working on soon, which is going to be like Berenstein Bears or like Little Bear meets Dragon Tales.
Whoa.
So very excited for that. Play tested it.
I'm down.
Today. It went really well. So
Awesome.
yeah, thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm working
Hell
on it.
Yep, definitely check out Jupi's work. I've got the link in the description. And finally, last but certainly not least, Liam.
Hey y'all, I am Liam, and I was once more Louis. You can find me at A Geek of One's Own on Twitch, where I do weekly video games, role-playing games, solo journaling games, all that stuff. But I do love being part of this channel. Thank you, Matt. And I'm really looking forward to playing again. This was amazing. Thank you also, all the viewers. You are awesome. It's so nice to have you guys participate in this. So, merci.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yep, y'all have been incredible. And, well, until next time, take care, everybody.